Hey, it's Mega, aka the Art Messiah, here to save you from your art sins. Welcome back to day 19 of the 30 Days of Making Comics Challenge, where we learn to make the best comic possible. So, I want to start off this video with a question for you guys. Do you guys want to start off making art that looks like this, and then eventually get to, wha-bam, something that looks like this? Okay, so this is actually my own personal journey and development. And if you look at the dates up here, I drew this in 2010 and posted it to Comic Fury. And then this is 2013. Again, posting it to Comic Fury. So within 3 years, I saw some drastic improvement. And to be honest, guys, I was not practicing that much. Maybe an hour or two a day at most. Most days I wasn't drawing, I was playing video games. So I just wanted to go ahead and show that kind of comparison so you guys can see the type of progress that you can make if you follow my learning journey. And I have much more to progress forward, and so I'm super excited myself to keep on getting better at making comics. But since I've kind of reached a milestone, I want to kind of take a step back and show you guys my process of getting better at making comics. So in the previous video, we learned all about how to draw and how to learn to draw and how to study correctly and how to not just copy and trace someone's work, but to actively study while we're mimicking other people's artwork. So if you haven't checked that video out, I highly recommend going to watch it. It's called How to Learn Art Fast or something like that. So check that video out before you watch this one. So I assume that you guys have been starting to practice to draw, and now you guys are ready to finally start your comic page. So buckle up, get ready. We are going to be talking about how to start rendering your very first comic page. So get excited, grab your pencil, grab your little paper, and here we go. So similarly to how we learned to draw, we're going to apply that same thing to learning to render comic pages. Okay, so what I mean by that is that the method that we used was study, steal, and then stylize. We're going to use those same 3 steps to break down other people's artworks and comic page artwork to learn and study and grow as an artist, to incorporate it into our own pages as we start drawing what we need and want to draw. Okay, so let's take a look at this page. This page was actually from my imagination. But I looked at a lot of references online. I collected references of gems and lighting and all sorts of references, and I combined those to make this very first establishing shot up here. Okay, so when you're making a comic, you want to use references, especially if you're a beginner artist. Find references, and using those drawing abilities, skills, and techniques that we talked about before, use those references, get creative with it, stylize it, and personalize it for the story that you're working on. So this is what I want you guys to do for this week. It's going to be a quick video. I want you to go out there. I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to go to Vimeo. I want you to go and find where your favorite comic artist is posting videos. Okay, so I pulled up a few of my favorite, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So I remember watching this video right here so many different times. I will try to remember to link this video in the description down below if you want to check it out. But this was an incredible manga artist. Just really great pen work, great ink work. And so what I did, you know, I clicked play and I would watch the video. I would see how they were producing the artwork they're producing. So the very first thing that I want you to do is take your favorite comic book artist, take a favorite page that they've produced, and I want you to, line for line, recreate that comic page. Okay? Because what we're studying now is we're not studying, you know, anatomy or proportions or poses or expressions or how to do backgrounds. Right now, we're actually studying how we can render our comic. What kind of techniques will we need to do to create a finished page? So I actually want you to mimic a couple of professional finished pages so that you can understand the process to create a professional finished page. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a few quick examples. Like, look at this artwork, look how detailed it is, look how beautiful the lines are. Study it, see what kind of line work they're using, and try to mimic it to the best of your abilities. Okay, let's look at another one. Again, another favorite artist that I found when I was learning art when I was younger. I would watch this video over and over again because I just loved how they did the action, how they did the poses, and it just looks incredible. So this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to watch these videos, okay? See how they create it. See all the steps they're doing. And then I want you, after you see all this finished artwork, I want you to use the tools that you have. Okay, so say this person's doing it digitally, you don't have digital mediums. Take the tools that you do have. Maybe it's just a black color pencil. Okay, I use a black color pencil for a lot of finished line work. Whatever tool that you have, try to recreate the same effects and the same drawings as what you see in your favorite artist's video. And I encourage you to use your own favorite artists. If you want to use, some of my inspirations, you can just ask for the links. But again, use what you like to see because you're starting to develop techniques and skills and styles that really reflect what you want to do. And after you can create this professional page, you're going to learn a lot about rendering, and you can apply those rendering techniques to your own story. You can start to change them and stylize them however you want to. Okay, so those were two like manga styles. Look at American style comics too. Mark Brooks is an amazing artist. And see what tools they're using. See the process, see kind of the cross hatching, and if they have tutorials of the stuff, even better. So study videos like this. Here's another example of just incredible artwork. Nate Van Dyke. This is just, it's beautiful artwork. This guy is using a brush pen. The other person was just using a more normal pen. So get out there, watch a bunch of different YouTube artists, and see what tools they're using. See how you can mimic those tools with the tools you are using, and start to create professional level pages. Okay? So that's it. So I want to show you guys so that you don't think that I'm saying, oh, you guys should just do this and do this. I've done this myself, and I've noticed so much improvement by doing it. Because again, you're not just copying, you're studying what it takes to create finished pieces. So this is what I created. And for any of those, any of you guys out there that maybe this is your first video, maybe you don't know yet, but I love Mega Man. I love all the Mega Man series. This is from Mega Man Battle Network. Mega Man Net Warrior, actually, because it's the manga version of it. And I took one of the panels and I said, okay, let me recreate this with the tools I have. So this was done traditionally. I had a piece of paper, all this line work that you see. This was done with a black Prismacolor color pencil. So just a black color pencil. I scanned it into my computer and I added some screen tones that I had found on DeviantArt. So go on DeviantArt. They have so many tutorials, so many resources for you to use. Okay, and I tried to recreate what I had seen on that page to the best of my abilities. And guess what? I learned so much about creating professional level artwork. I learned so much about creating line work and line variation in thickness. And now all those techniques, maybe all of them I didn't like, but the ones that I did like, now I can incorporate it into my own style. So, um, that's it, guys. I want you to try this practice. And honestly, I don't care if you already think you're like the best artist out there, you're the best comic artist. Personally, for myself, I need to keep on doing these kinds of studies because that's how you grow as an artist. You need to study what's out there and you need to always constantly be learning. So, the objective is number 1, think of your favorite artist. Number 2, pick up their comic book. Number 3, find a page that you really like, that the artwork is just phenomenal. Then, in whatever medium, whether it be paper or digital, traditional or digital, recreate that page. And I'm talking about line for line, okay? And try to recreate it to the best of your abilities. Once you do, post it online, DeviantArt, Instagram. Make sure that you put in a link for where you referenced. I've done this right here. Make sure people know that this is not your artwork. But go ahead and post it. And then in the comment section down below, I want you guys to do 2 things. Okay? I want you guys to use the hashtag megamaster and to say, use the hashtag megamaster and tell me the artist that you chose. And I don't know if YouTube will block a link, but just tell me if you've done it or not, and we will have a conversation. And I would love to check out your guys' work for mimicking other professional artists' pages, because that's going to help you develop the skills to create your own page. Now, next, I believe I'm going to upload on Wednesday. We are going to be diving into part 2 of rendering your own comic pages and your own comic panels, so stick around for that. And I just really want to thank all the new subscribers I've gotten. I think in the past month we've got more than 10 subscribers, which is really cool. Thank you to any Patreons. I'm going to be uploading more step-by-step, in-depth tutorials over there, so feel free to join me over there. And last but not least, go ahead and check out previous video if you want to learn how to draw and the fastest way to learn to draw. I'm giving some drawing demos, so go ahead and check out those videos. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to produce the next one for you guys, and as always, go and make that best comic possible. So peace and love.